For our breakout sessions, we're going to invite 4 active listeners. They're going to share what had happened in each of the breakout sessions. And if you missed 2 of the breakout sessions, don't worry, they're going to share their thoughts with you. And probably we can help NYD to build up this communication with all the speakers that you wish to speak to. So let's first welcome to the stage. Oh, I can do the first. I'm one of the active listeners, so I'll just continue. I'm the active listener for the culture cross-border session. All speakers shared with us their stories of working and experiencing the lifestyle in China and also the work environment. The one I remember quite much is the story of Jessica. She worked for the Chinese Central Television. It's like the state TV station, and she was there, worked for a year, stayed in a Chinese homestay, and loved Chinese cuisine. And well, a lot of cultural things can begin with food. So I asked her what is the weirdest food that she had ever tried in China. She said it's this, mysterious shaped stuff, black. Lying in the soup, I see some sea creatures, and then we realized it's sea cucumber. So that's something that she found a bit hard to accept. But besides foods, and she still had a lot of great inspirations to encourage her from learning Chinese. And after she came back to New Zealand, a lot of the working experience from CCTV helped her to get through her career. Now she's the senior producer for News Hub. What a great achievement for such a young lady. And also we had Julie Zhu, the independent documentary producer. If you want to know more about Pakeha, immigrants, and Maori relationship, please pay attention to her documentary works from internet, and also try to speak with her, from Facebook page. Charlie Gao, and also Lenny shared with us some of the marketing experience of working in the Chinese market, society, and also online. Especially Lenny, who is what we call a social media guru. She's helping New Zealand business with Chinese social media promotion. A lot of stories ring a bell because I'm from that industry as well. So if you're from marketing field, you want to be a marketer, you want to come up with brilliant contents and branding strategy, probably she's a good person that you can speak to. So I believe that this forum is what it's all about, giving us this opportunity to connect with each other. And I'm quite proud for myself, be a part of the in the audience seat to listen to their fascinating stories. So that's my story from the session, breakout session of culture across borders. So Kevin has got it from AIS. She is the senior marketing executive and also a member of the New Zealand Chinese Youth Federation. She's going to do the wrapping up session for the education.
Thank you, James. It's my pleasure to be here, share our 4 lovely speakers, just a story with everyone. And we got speaker Sen. Sen, he was born in Singapore, and he studied a bachelor degree in New Zealand. And because at his first year study in university, so he got an opportunity to go to Shanghai, and he shared his experience in Shanghai Financial and Economic University, and also showed us a really interesting video recording his life in Shanghai. If you were not in that session, I'm sorry you missed that. It was quite funny. And he has great passion for China, and also mentioned he learned the language, culture difference, and meets lots of nice and friendly people in Shanghai as well. And he showed us great passion for Shanghai. But during that time, he also meets some challenges because of the culture difference, such as the privacy issues when, university in China, lots of people, they share one room in the dormitory, but in New Zealand, people are paying more attention to the privacy. So he mentioned lots of mentioned some challenges he met in Shanghai, but overall it's quite but overall it's quite a pleasing experience. Also, we got another speaker, June. And June, he studied Chinese. He studied Chinese in his university, and so he got opportunity to have a trip to China and spend 3 months in southwest part of China. And he traveled to like tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 cities. And he also mentioned that like it's a if you stay in small cities, you have lots of it's good in learning language and culture because few people can speak English in like tier 2 or tier 3 cities. But if you like when you travel to Shanghai or like Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and Hong Kong, there will be more work opportunities and lots of things to explore. He has like lots of like he also like planned to return to China to find some work opportunities after his graduation from university, and good luck for him. And we also got a really lovely speaker, Monica. Monica is such a romantic lady. He left China when he was 17 and came to New Zealand. Actually, he planned to go to France, but he met someone. She left, so she decided to stay in New Zealand. And she tell us something about her career path in New Zealand. Initially, like, and also shared us some difference between New Zealand and China in education. Like in New Zealand, it's more like if you study in New Zealand, it's more like self-learning, but in China, it's more like robot learning. So pay more focus on memorizing. And the last speaker we got is Imogen, and she shared us some experience in studying in Fudan University and Dalian University, and she was learning languages, and he telling us of being an international student when she just arrived in China. The uncertainty makes her feel like upset, but after a while, like when she getting used to the food and the culture difference, she started to adapt to a new environment. And she also shared us some stories about her. She also shared us some stories about her life in China as well, and she expressed her interest to work in China. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you.
And now let's welcome Jeffrey Wu, one of the advisor for the Chinese Youth Federation, and also one of the director for SP Insurance, our proud sponsor for the forum today. And he's going to do the report from the innovation and business session, the breakout session 1. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Hi everyone. Are you guys tired? I'm tired also. We'll be long. We'll be finished. And I think today is a great opportunity for everyone to be there, to listen to young entrepreneurs from New Zealand and from China to share their experience and how to building a business. They face a lot of problems. Just like me, I started a business. It's called SP Insurance. For my feeling I think it's same with this young entrepreneur. I feel very difficult to start, and every day you will face a lot of problems like staff, funds, products, and what business gonna be, and like a policy. All this problem is every day I will have to think. Maybe you guys who have business, the same with me. So I found this young entrepreneur like me, one thing is the same, like we love to do our work. This is very important, I think. If you're doing your job is not interesting, you don't love it, you will not to be better. You cannot make the thing to be perfect. In Chinese traditional way, my mom told me and my friends always told me, if you do the work, you just tell yourself 100 times a day, you love it. But I promise, it doesn't work, believe me, never worked. I love football, but I try to love basketball, but I just gave up, because I'm not very tall. So, find the thing you love to do is most important. So, and the next is, today we listen to I think for me is the most interesting topic is AI, VI. I think this is future for my business, SP Insurance, that we are combined with insurance and insurance service and the AI, VI to matching you what you want to buy and the most suitable products for you. For you just click online and type in your age, your gender, and your family, and how many houses you have. We will give you suggestions, the professional suggestion about which products you will go to buy and which company is most suitable for you to buy the insurance. So I think the last thing I will sharing is about I want to ask a question, who still in the uni study, not work, still in the uni? Yeah, some of the people. I think I was Bachelor of Finance, Bachelor of Business, Finance and Accounting double major. And after finish my uni, I just found it hard to find a job. And so for my suggestion is, those who are still in the uni, if you learning finance and accounting, please to take another major like IT. Because right now IT is most important than the finance. For my company, I will more interesting to hire a staff who have IT background than finance. Because right now everything is on the IT. When I back to China, you just need a phone to pay everything. It was amazing. I was come here in 2008. Last year I just back to China. When I pay something, I found my card. I need to find my card, the Visa card. My friends told me, are you still using card? We're using phone, we're using WeChat. So the word is growth. So follow your heart. Thank you.
So the topic that I was listening to is about the change makers' leadership that creates social impact. The facilitator is April, as the founder and trust of Limitless. And when she talked about the reason why she created Limitless is when she sees the values about the high school students who really want to make some change in the society, and she do want to help those people to start their journey, to help them to do the networks. So the next one is Matt. Matt is the general manager at Cable's Food Rescue, and this company was founded in 2008. The aim of this company is make zero food poverty. So MED is actually collect all the food from the supermarket, from the dairy, from bakery, and send this food to the charity, and the charity will send this food to the person who really need help. So in last 12 months, the company saved 203 tons of food and provided this food to the person who really need help. And the next one is Charles. Charles is a person from NZ Police. He was born in Hong Kong. So the thing that he found is really interesting is because is about different culture has different perspective of safety. So he think the police is not a person who forced to make safety. It's the police is a partnership with the community. So what he do right now is he work with the community. He led the community to think about what's the best solutions to make the community more safety. So he really listen what they think and make some changes. So the next one is Adam. Adam is the person from Just People, and the Just People is an NGO that help the poor people in, for example, in Bangladesh, in Vietnam, and the people in in this company can use everything to collect money to help those people. For example, run marathon and sell wine and cheese in the market, and join the game and do everything that can make a difference. So Adam thinks the leadership is it's just about making impact. It's not about your title. It's not about what you are. It's just like what you can do for the society. Yep.
So that brings us just about to the end of the day. Thank you so much to our 4 active listeners. We know it was a hard choice for a lot of people knowing which sessions to go into, so nice to just get a little bit of a rundown of what was happening in the other room.
Yes. And hopefully, in the future we can have more this kind of engagement and communication sessions for us to meet new people and learn from them.
Yeah. And I think sort of just reflecting on what our 4 speakers just now have said, and what Lynn, the director of MID, said this morning about young people having the courage to not only recognise and acknowledge what our realities are, but the courage to imagine possibilities. That really was highlighted throughout the day. I didn't really understand what she meant this morning, but I think all of the speakers we've heard from throughout the day have been complete examples of exactly that, being able to say, okay, here is a problem that no one I know has attempted to solve, and plunging into a foreign environment, whether that be literally overseas, or starting to tackle an issue that no one else in New Zealand around them has attempted to combat so far. So I think that whether it was in a discussion around funding from angel investors or starting a grassroots charity organisation, I think we'll see that coming up through all of these different enterprises and charities that we've heard from today. So that's been really wonderful, and thank you to all of our speakers.
Yes, and just go back to what Nadia has said. If you think that great accomplishment or achievement is beyond your imagination, I think it's only because you're not trying hard and also not dreaming big. So thank you for all the big dreamers and your great young leaders for coming up to our New Zealand China Young Leaders Forum today. Thank you so much.
Just one more time, we'd like to mention a couple of the organisers and sponsors sponsors without whom this day wouldn't have been possible. So thank you to the Ministry of Youth Development, the Chinese Youth Federation, and of course the University of Auckland, the support from the Confucius Institute, the New Zealand-China Friendship Society, the New Zealand-China Council, the Overseas Chinese Affairs Office, and of course the All China Youth Federation. Thank you to all of you for helping out. And actually, can we have a round of applause for all the volunteers today who have been running around and making everything.
Special acknowledgement to our sponsor, SP Insurance, and also a number of Chinese media who help us with all the recordings and photographies. Thank you to NCTV, thank you to Sky TV, especially special thanks to New Zealand Xinzhong Chuanmei and their TV 37 program. Thank you.
And finally, to everyone who came from outside of Auckland today, whether you are one of our many Chinese guests who travelled internationally or whether you came from somewhere else in the country, thank you for the effort and we wish you a safe journey home.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.